Going on to the EV shaving, because that's what we're sticking to. You know, we talked about that. We showed the Chicago drivers the 4 phones sitting right next to each other. 3 of the phones, for the most part, were getting actually the same trips. So, you know, is the wage discrimination actually fixed? Well, maybe, maybe not. That's why we have to continually test these things, because if you don't know, if you're not sitting next to somebody seeing the same ride come in, you don't know. You know, this is the exact reason why we found the EV shaving from the get-go. You know, right after we talked about that, you know, we were talking to a couple other people in the news atmosphere, and I'm sure they probably started questioning Uber about this. And you know, then come to find out, literally the next day, we see these screenshots from people. Due to a technical error, some of your trips did not include the zero emissions incentive. That extra nice little dollar for all you EV drivers out there, which you are qualified to receive.
Whoever's driving EVs around the country, rental, your own EV, whatever the heck it is, right? Some people, this is the highest I've seen this kind of message with this kind of message, but there were a bunch of people that sent me emails, and I put the highest, obviously. So how long has this been going on? Well, from the start of upfront fares. Is it related to upfront fares? Look, we're not taking credit for any of this. All we're saying is, I think there's too much of a goddamn coincidence, because that's you know, Gabe is here, right? Our resident EV specialist. And I sent this to Gabe. I go, did you get any money? He goes, no. And he was pissed. He was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm like, he can talk about you on that, on his end when his show shows up, which is EV money. But this is not cool, people. This upfront fares bullshit is not cool. And a lot of people, you know, gullible drivers, they go, no, I'm getting my whole dollar. Do you know why? You're not getting the whole dollar. You don't even know what's happening to you. You're seeing the whole dollar in your earnings statement that says promotion dollar. You did 50 trips, you got $50, right? Well, guess what? While you were doing those 50 trips, you got shaved on those 50 trips 20 cents at a time. You didn't get 50, you got 40, because the same trip was offered to you. And here they are. 3 drivers. The left 3 are ICE vehicles, meaning gas vehicles. The one on the right is a Tesla driver. Well, there you go. There's your 79 cents right there. There you go. So the guy, there's another one. All the 2614s, the guy on the right, 26.94. There's 20 cents more. The next one, 468 across the board. See, these all 3 guys are receiving. So the guy on the right should be getting this at 568, not 534. But guess what, Chris? After the trip, that dollar EV credit shows up. Just like a promotion. But he got just shaved. He got just shaved like 36 cents or 26 cents. I'm going like, you guys must understand this. You guys must understand what's happening here. We're just trying to inform, educate, and show you guys what we're discovering. So pretty soon, I'm serious, we're going to expand this, because I can't just do this. I need help, and Chris needs help. We need to select drivers in every city, which we know, leaders of their groups, and we need to go to the FTC. We need to go to the local legislatures. We need to go wherever we need to go to. This is unacceptable. There he goes again, another 20 cents. Well, this is not a coincidence. There it goes again, another 20 cents.
And so for all the EV drivers out there, we're going to reiterate
you guys are getting
what ends up happening is, if an ICE vehicle takes this particular ride that's on the screen for $9.50, they're going to see their base fare $9.50. What you're going to see, if you took the same ride and got it at 10:30, you're going to see your base fare, instead of $9.50, it's going to be dropped down to $9.30, and then you're going to see that $1 incentive. And so that's where that 20-cent shaving is. So that's what ends up happening. So it looks like you're getting the extra dollar, but you're really not. And this is clear, definitive proof showing. I mean, this is, again, multiple times. We have more screenshots of this actually happening. And it's crazy. So again, the only way we can do this is by testing and retesting, making sure that these glitches that they claim, which who knows if they're glitches. I mean, they could be baked in there until somebody finds it. And then they're like, oh crap, gig is up. Now we need to back pay. But hey, how much money? I mean, that one driver got $1,800. the Chicago driver right here, the Tesla owner, he got $40.
Yeah.
So I mean, you know,
So-
at 20 cents at a time, or around 20 cents. I mean, sometimes it was a little bit less, sometimes it was a little bit more in terms of how much was
exactly
shaved.
$1, right? Sometimes it was $1, but mostly it was a
Yep.
20-cent shave, mostly.
Yeah.
Right.
So this is something where you got to get out with your other drivers and just sit there and test. Go grab a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
Go hang out for a little bit. Take a break.
Yeah.
Stand up. Walk around. Wait in the
the
airport.
funny thing is,
I don't-
Chris,
whatever
the
it is.
funny thing is, this is so deceptively sneaky. Okay.
Oh yeah, because nobody would know.
If you're not sitting next to another ICE vehicle driver, you will never know. You will never know. You go like, oh, I got my $1 because it says $1 right here. I'm like, no, you didn't get $1. You didn't get shit. And I have screenshots that are going to be shown next week. Up in my alley right here. They're taking the whole $1 away, Chris. The whole $1. ICE vehicle is getting $4 tip. The other guy is getting $4 tip. What happened to his $1? Now
I thought it was. I thought if the screenshot reminds me correctly, the ICE car was getting $4, where the EV should have been getting $5, but he was offered only $3.99. So it was actually a penny less than the $1 extra that they were supposed to.
I'm like, I'm like, okay, so this is the second shaving, right? So we're doing all shaving today. We're doing like a shave men's club or whatever the heck that is. So we showed you guys the new Quest Gold shaving. You got to watch that now. Yeah, I'm sorry, more trouble for you drivers. You got to watch this EV shaving, but the only way you can discover this is if you're sitting next to a gas vehicle owner. Compare your trips. These, by the way, people, we didn't make these up. These were identical trips, identical pickup, same time of the day, same passenger, same circumstances. This was not, we're not the enemy of Uber. We're just trying to figure this thing out for everybody else.
We're inquisitive.
Nobody else is doing it. I mean, might as well somebody do it. Somebody put their feet to the fire, man. So anyway, that's so but some people got money. If you got money, hopefully it was because of what we discovered, but probably not, and probably a circumstance. But hey, shit.
I don't know, but either way, I'm glad that they were giving out the money that was due to these drivers, because that's absolutely crazy. I mean, like I said, the one EV driver in Chicago, he did say that it seemed to be fixed, but this is something where you got to continue. We got to continually check this. Absolutely. I mean, because they could fix it for a little bit, and then all of a sudden you download a new version of the app and the glitch is rebacked in there. So this is something that, again, we got to continually stay on. So it's something that we want you to pay attention to when it comes down to it. Hopefully you did make that money again. You were an EV driver until you got rear-ended. Sorry, William. Hopefully you're okay. Seems like you are. Hopefully your car, everything gets fixed and solved quickly.
Mike Smith, that's a good comment. Gullible job, but Mike, those days we had mile and minutes, so I don't know if they could have done this. But when the upfront showed up, people, it's open game. They can do whatever they want. Honest to God, they can do whatever they want. It's just like, so we may be actually, Chris, scratching the surface of this thing. There may be so many other things that we haven't figured it out yet, but we will. And I'm no joke. I'm telling you, I'm tagging every time I tweet these. I'm tagging FTC now.
I know. I see that.
I'm like, hey, you know what? Come down. Let's see what you bet. It may not be illegal. I don't know. I honestly don't know. It's not illegal. It's unethical. It's false advertising because you're advertising $1 EV credit to all these people who are going to go make a huge investment and buy an EV because of the $1 credit, but you're not up to $4,000 a year. But it's not $4,000. It's $3,000, or maybe less, or maybe I
believe is against quite a bit when it comes to like consumer protections and things like that. Because if you're going and banking on an extra $4,000, but they're shaving 20 cents off, saying, oh, hey, you're going to get, 4,000 that you can max out. But really, if you did on average 80 cents and shaved off 20, you're only going to get 3,600, and it's going to show that you've maxed out. So you lost $400 there.
On top of that.
I mean, the thing is, when you start uncovering one thing, it's like, okay, what else are they doing? So we keep looking for the other things, and it's just to figure out exactly what's going on. That's where it started. What's going on? Our drivers, I think actually the original hypothesis was our drivers who are cherry pickers getting better ride offers than others. And that was exactly what was going on. that we saw. We don't know if it was cherry pickers or not, but we were seeing the difference in pricing. And then it's like, okay, well, now we're seeing these surge prices. What else are we seeing and all that? So
good question, Sean. I wish I knew the answer for that. But this is going places. So we're working with a couple of journalists. We're going to break this like we did the other LA Times story with the Prop 22. I don't know where you unless you have proof like we do, you're sitting next to a driver. I don't know how you get your money. Honestly, I don't know. I know they're doing it, but we're going to figure it out somehow. I don't know. So
yeah, it honestly, that's the thing. It's the hardest thing to figure out unless you're sitting next to somebody. Because again, what they do is it shows your base fare lower than the other driver that's around you that would have taken the ride at a different cost. And then it shows that $1 extra. So there's something within the base fare where it's like, oh, we're going to just be this snowball and we're going to accumulate part of it. And then it's going to add a little bit, but it's not really going to add the full amount. So we're seeing that everywhere. And we just want to make you aware, especially, you might not be an EV driver, so this may not affect you. You may be thinking about becoming an EV driver, and this may affect you, but this is something that you want to pay attention to. It may hold you off for a little bit to see if this is going to be figured out. Again, from the driver I talked to, it sounds like it is, but it's something we got to continually do.
Oh, I'm going
the
to
other side of the coin too.
My wife drives an EV. We Zoom has an EV. I'm going to get another gas driver. We're going to do a 2-on-2 this time.
All right.
Just next week we're going to do it. I mean, it's just because I don't know. I mean, look, I don't know if they're watching. We know Chris and I know they're watching. Okay, so I don't know. I mean, look, if that's the end result, that them watching and saying, "Oh shit, we're about to get class action on top of our head. Let's not do that. Let's fix it." Okay, great. Hey, they're never going to tell us, "Oh, we fixed it because we watched it on Show Me the Money." But hey, if we can do something good, we can do something good. That's it.
Yep.
All right, thanks for watching. That short little clip was from our live stream, Show Me the Money Club, with Sergio and myself, Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, turn on all notifications so you'll be notified when we go live, as well as all of our awesome content. Make sure to check out this video right here, which will take you to the entire live stream, or check out this video right there. All right, drive smart, everyone.